Meditation, definitely, because then you sit down, you calm down your thoughts, and I think in work-life balance these days, meditation is very, very important. I'm just going to pick one point that you said earlier, and I know you're going to add something for sure. You made a very good point earlier that yes, during the work hours, this is what I've realized, we don't get tired physically. If you are physically active, you're fit, I don't get tired that much physically. You'll get tired mentally. So for that, my mantra is, at least during the day, take out 10 minutes minimum. If 5, that's fine, or if possible 15. 5 minutes to 15 minutes, I do that. 5 minutes to 15 minutes should be your downtime. No work, no phone. And if you could take a power nap for 5 to 10 minutes, usually if someone is driving me around, I'll take a power nap. 5 minutes power nap, 10 minutes power nap. Try doing that, because that way your mental stress comes down, you're relaxed, you're easy. I get a lot of energy out of that power nap, and I liked your style. Please.
You're right, because I'll do that. I'll finish the critical, time-sensitive stuff, then I'll take a walk around the building, or I'll just sit on the bench, and just because there's a moment where you just need to just be. And then that's when sometimes I'll come back in to the studio and I'll have some new thought or something, because I just disconnected for a little bit. I put myself outside, breathe fresh air, and the more you do that, the more you realize you need less stimulants like coffee and other things to keep you going. When it comes to, I did want to say about the meditation thing, I wanted to point out one thing. What was great that I noticed, because we did it with a few of us here in studio, and one thing I noticed about you is as soon as you were done, you were so calm, but you were so grateful. You were so grateful to be alive and everything that you have, and it gave you, it's again, perspective, and it was a grounding exercise. And I think that gratefulness is what brings in more blessings, but also like that humility that one has to be able to approach everything in life and to be able to deal with it.
Yeah, this is what I've said many times. This is one feeling you take out of a person, he can never be happy. Finish, 100%. I could be wrong, but this is my thought process. Take gratefulness out of a person. You have to be grateful all the time. And honestly, yes, and acknowledge that. Give credit, acknowledge that. If you taught me, this is the first time I did meditating, say that. Monaji, I did meditation for the first time with you. Great souls. I always borrow this term from you. This is an amazing term that you gave me. Great souls. So being grateful is very, very important for me in life. And one thing I started realizing is when you're talking about work-life balance, I started, and I think everyone should ask ourselves, what are the boxes, because we were talking earlier as well, what are the boxes in your life? What do you want? I mean, you could, the issue is, we always talk about peace, we always talk about happiness, but ask yourself, is how much money is going to give you happiness? Are these big houses, flashy cars, all these things, are they going to give you happiness? Fame, is it going to give you happiness? I doubt so. I doubt so, yeah.
Yeah, so now what's your message to people who say, I don't know what I want?
Oh, good question. They should ask themselves, very simple. If you don't know what you want, there must be something which makes you happy. Do that.
Yeah. Go with the feeling. Whatever it is, if you're feeling happy, lean more into it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, please, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You're right. That's the thing. And we have this gauge in us, right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful because it's immediate. It's not like food where, like, from what I think I read, and I have to be clear on the stat, that it takes about 20 minutes for your stomach to let your brain know that you're full. So in that 20 minutes, if you eat fast, you could really overeat. But the difference is happiness. It's immediate. As soon as you're doing something, whether you're drawing, whether you're reading, whether you're with a friend, whether you're whatever activity you're partaking in, or whether it's a kind of work that you're doing, if you're happy in that moment, that's your immediate gauge. You don't have to wait 20 minutes to figure it out, or in hindsight to realize it. So yeah, lean in more into that.